joining me for my Crafty You video. This is part of the Pillar Board series, and so if you bought that kit and you chose the Daydream, Don't Quit Your Daydream transfer, please watch along as I create this board. Now, your pillar board, is important to know that it can go either horizontally or vertically on your pillar. There's a little hole in the back of the pillar where this pin goes through. And so make sure when you're choosing which way to do your board, you're lining this up, because this pin will go through and it will secure your board in place. Either way, horizontal or vertically. Now this is a horizontal transfer, so we want to make sure that that pinhole is down there. So I have already fuzzed this transfer, and that means that I have it's a brand new transfer, and I have used it on a towel several times just so it's not too sticky. We want it to be sticky, but not too sticky. So we're going to get this as centered as we can stand it. And if we're a little bit off, since I have a higher tolerance to be off when it comes to these transfers on the smaller boards. I don't know why, but whatever works for you. So let's get that on there as best we can. Now, any of our size 8 transfers work great on this board. Our size 8 transfers are 5x7, and any of those will work great on this board. And don't discount some of the bigger transfers either, because you might be able to do part of them on the board, or a little bit here, a little bit there. So, all right, now here's just a couple of watch out areas. With this chalk paste that we'll be using, anything which is the very thin lines will dry very quickly. And so we need to make sure we pull our transfer as quickly as possible after putting our paste down, because if your paste dries on top of the transfer before you pull it, likely it won't stick to your board, and it'll be kind of a crackled effect, which is great for if you want to go for the crackled effect, but I'm not going for that here. So I'm going to go with 3 colors today. I'm going to be using white, our new poppy color, which is just this kind of gorgeous red, and this is lemon yellow here. So I think what I want to do is I want to have white with Don't Quit Your, and everything is possible there. I think I'm going to do white for these clouds in here, and I'm going to do lemon yellow for the sun. But for Daydream, I am going to do just kind of a split effect on it. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to put down, I'm going to do this Daydream first as well too, and I'm going to show you a little trick to keep working but making sure your paste doesn't dry. All right, so I'm putting down that in the center of it. That's the poppy. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to add in. And now normally I would say make sure you are covering all the spaces where your transfer is coming through, but I'm not going to, because you are going to be using your fingers to blend this together. Although I did miss a little bit here. There we go. So all we're going to do is use our finger, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of yellow paste on it, and we're just going to kind of blend that in, blend that in, blend that in. And I'm kind of going for a sunrise color here. I'm actually going to switch fingers because I don't want that to be too orange. I want it to be the better blend, of course, because yellow and red make orange. We all know that. And we're just going to wipe that off on a paper towel and continue to work. Now I'm going to squeegee up excess. This excess is all going to go into a paper towel, because this is, normally we would be able to save the excess, but we're not going to, obviously, because we have a blended color thing going on here. So I'm just going to get rid of all of that. Now, I remember I said that I wanted to do yellow on the sun, and I'm just using a multi-tool just because it's thinner and I can work a little bit quicker. I'm going to do my white up here, and again, I'm starting to move fast because I don't want this to get too dry. I'm going to switch over to a squeegee down here because I have a bigger area to cover. And I'm going to go upwards to that. In case I run into that, I won't drag it back down into the yellow. See what I did there? So I'm just going to pull that off. That way, I'm not going to be blending that yellow in. All right, let's pull this excess and see how we did. And remember, the great thing about Chalk Couture is if we decide we don't like this look at all, we are going to wash it off and do it again. Now I pull side to side or top to bottom. That way you don't stretch your transfer. And I love how that turned out. I really do. Now, you of course can make this any way you want. You could have gone with the poppy in there for everything as possible and don't quit your daydream. You could have gone solid colors as well in there, because remember, this is your artwork. And I encourage you to try different techniques, kind of like we did, just with blending that in there with the poppy and the lemon. Try different techniques, try different color combinations, because as I said, the best part about this is if you don't like it, you just wash it off and start all over again. So I hope you found this helpful. Of course, please, if you have any questions, be sure to ask me. You can send me a PM or you can catch me in our Crafty You family group. Take care, and thank you so very much for watching. Bye-bye.